I realize that if we when we because I need to make a new one for 2026 here soon. When I make a new opening, and it's going to be the full format, we won't be seen when we play it. So I might need to make a version of the opening, because I'm going to make one for everyone here. I'm going to make a new opening for 2026, probably next month or two, right? And that will last us all the way into 2027, like what 2025 did. It's really nice. But I realize if I do the widescreen format, it'll cover us up, and it's really nice to be able to see us in the opening with this current setup. But we'll have to see what the new one, because we're going to be changing for everyone here. We're going to be changing from StreamYard on over to Restream.
We're going to try it out, yeah.
No. So for a solid month, it's going to be tried out. As far as the breakfast
stream on TikTok also, so we'll see what happens.
As far as the breakfast, lunch, and dinner streams go, that's kind of a coin toss about what I'm going to do about those with that new system, because I don't know how that new system is going to react and like what I all need to do, and if I can do things the way I've been doing them. And if I can't do things the way I've been doing them, what I'll probably do is are we going to be turning this one off? Are we not going to pay for StreamYard for the month of July then?
We're going to hold on to it for the month.
Okay, so I like worst case scenario, I'll still do the videos. We'll figure things out. I am currently eating cucumbers and hummus because we were going to do vegetable night, which would have been a nice, easy meal. I would have sat here and ate a bunch of vegetables with everyone. Problem is that we have no cheese. And I realize that I say veggie night, and then you hear cheese, and you're like, why would you do that? You need a palate cleanser. We need to have a palate cleanser. Otherwise, we can't just sit there and eat nothing but vegetables. No one in the house is capable of physically doing that. And I know that sounds weird, but stick with me here. We all have a touch of, we're all on the spectrum. And that's part of our thing, is that, like, in order to eat vegetables, this is something I can get the kids to eat, but I have to have certain things go with it. So we have 2 slices of deli meat, and it's, 3. 1 Genoa, 1 hard salami, and 1 pepperoni is our common. Sometimes we change it up. Kind of depends on what's available. And then we have like cucumbers and carrots. If we have carrots, we don't have carrots today, so there's no carrots today. And we have mini peppers and tomatoes. And sometimes if we fill up to it, we'll try a new vegetable. It's one of the ways to try new vegetables to expand the palate. Or we'll try a new meat, or we'll try a new cheese, or something like that. We only pick one new thing. That wasn't going to be the case this time, because we haven't done a normal quote unquote veggie night. So Raven and Tobias and me, we were like, let's just have our commons, our safe ones. And I went to grab the cheese, and it was puffy. Like, it was still in its package, and I went to grab it, and it was puffy. I was like, we can't eat that. That's bad. That went bad. So now we get to have McDonald's. But I'd already cut the cucumber. I already baked the bread. By the way, so the breads are carb for the most part. I guess there's carbs and veggies, but like differences in how you process them. I don't want fucking McDonald's.
I did the opposite of vegetable night tonight.
You're on a mostly keto diet right now, right?
I had eggs, breakfast sausages, sliced cheese, hard cheese, and a piece of buttered.
Getting heartburn. Period. I could not do that. That would give me too much heartburn and everything. That's too much. Ooh, that's too much. I commend you for not getting heartburn and whatnot with that.
I never got heartburn when I was when I eat low carb. I don't get heartburn. It's when I eat high carb that I got heartburn.
That is too much. Too many things that would increase it. for me. Why the hell? Where is my... There it is.
Lovely Mac, great question. I'm not sure which stream is more in sync. I think there's an automatic 30 second delay in all of them.
Yeah, it should be a 30-second delay.
Yeah.
I need to go ask the kids a question. I will be right back.
I'll be as entertaining as I can be. So we've got I asked Xena to design a tank top for Napa that is different enough from what I've been wearing that it can be our own shirt. And so here's what Steven, you can go. Here's what Xena's come up with so far. Sounds like we're going to have this color and also one that is like gold and black and gold or black and brown to match the colors of armor Napa wore in the show. A couple different options. But that'll be the shirt that Napa wears going forward once that's done and I get a copy of it. Yeah, the smaller chest icon and then a bigger one on the back.
Which will also allow us to put it on the shop for you guys to...
That is probably the thing that I've been asked most about in terms of people wanting to buy that I can't sell them is the Napa shirt.
You're also going to have to... you can't call it Napa.
No, I know.
Can't call it Napa. Saying you might be able to get away with battle armor.
Alien warrior armored shirt.
There you go. Very generic.
Lovely Neck, I'll check it out. Give me a second. Now, as far as Stitch goes, just so you're aware, Levi has creative control over that series. And typically, we don't do...
What's going on?
I'm just going to look at it and see what it says.
Okay.
I got to find it.
By the way, you're on Twitch doing that. That's awesome. If you have Twitch and you have Prime, you have them linked. You can support us without it costing you a dime. It's one of the best ways to support us because if you use your Twitch Prime sub, we get pretty much all of that. And that is amazing, and that's a great way to support us. Oh, that's semantics, and you can still get a takedown notice for semantics. Even if we put just saying with SAYING armor, we could still get a takedown notice because they could argue that what we're doing and implying combined with the videos. Now, if there weren't videos, it'd be a different story.
Where are we ordering from?
McDonald's, kiddo. You good with the burgers? Now, do you want what kind of burger do you want? You want just a normal cheeseburger or you want like a McDouble? What do you want? I can get a burger pack or I can get a pack with burgers and nuggets.
Oh, Big Mac, that's what it is.
You want a Big Mac?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Raven doesn't want nuggets, kiddo. If Raven wanted nuggets, I could have done the classic Big Mac pack. But a Big Mac costs extra, and I need to have chicken.
I gotta find. Hold on, here we go.
So, why don't you do? You okay with like the McDoubles?
Where are those?
That's the one that has two patties on it instead of one.
Bloodly Neck. I don't know which one of these is you.
It's killing me.
All right, 1 second. Let me see what I can't do to make this.
Bloodly Neck, if you can shoot me another message, just so I know which of these messages is from you, that'd be great. Because we've got quite a few suggestions of.
What do you want for a drink? It'd be a medium.
Sprite.
Sprite. If I do a medium drink and a medium fry, save myself some money, I can do a large fry for an extra $1.30. I make it $10.59 for your meal. I'll see what it is for large, and then I can get Raven their meal. But I think that's $20 already for just your guys' meals. Raven just wants the cheeseburgers because that's a safe food for them currently. Get them a Coke. Go to cart. So it's about $2 more expensive to customize the order versus doing the shareable. So that kind of sucks, but oh well. This way we're not wasting food. Technically, there would have been more food. Mama would have been able to have one of the burgers. Shit. Yeah, there would have been more food. Tobias, come back here, please. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to like cost ratio this too because this was
all
not
good.
What?
The only person you're upsetting is I'm kidding. It's me. I'm just joking. You're not upsetting.
Don't rub your eye, kid. It'll make it hurt more. I don't know what that
What?
is. So problem, if we get a shareable where, because I can't get that out of your mouth.
It's red.
It's whatever. It makes it look like you have a big handlebar mustache. No, put it back in there. Put it back in there. Like you had it. I gotta take a picture of that. That's funny. Boom. Chris, I'm gonna send you. Oh, okay. Okay. Give me a second. I'll send it to you. Okay, I sent it to you on Instagram.
All right.
Bread.
Yeah, it's just bread. Go on.
What are you eating me?
Oh yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Can if I get one of the shareables, which means that you'd be one of the basic burgers, McDoubles or cheeseburgers, there'd be more food, and Mama could get split that up.
That looks like the squid face captain from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, stop!
I'm
Seriously,
trying to fix it.
no, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's staying in there easier. Do you want? Mama would be able to have one of the burgers if we did that, but if we customize them, we don't get as much food. We don't get as much bang for our buck. I don't mind, but Mama probably wouldn't mind either because they're not a big fan of McDonald's. But at least this way they would have something to eat when they got off work.
Of course.
Would it be easier for you to eat the Big Mac?
Kind of.
All right. I get $5 off of 25 anyways. So let's get a double cheeseburger. I think Mama actually likes the triple cheese that they have. I apologize for everyone here. I'm like focusing on food stuff. Normally I'd be cooking, but things didn't go as planned. Burgers, double. There's a triple cheese. No ketchup. Add mayo. Add that. So that should be customized. No ketchup. Add mayo. All right, so that's Mama, a cheeseburger, this Big Mac, plus the $5 coupon. That should drop it down. We're about a burger less than what we normally would have been, but that gives Mama their exact one that they like. So 26 subtotal.
All right, Patrick Sarchuk, I hope you're able to get some rest. Daisy Chase. Yeah, I saw that. The girl who played Samara and was the voice of Lilo passed away today at age 35. Complications of she had meningitis and a blood infection. Didn't survive.
Can you put that on our Discord? Wow. I'll just put it in the general area and pin it, or put it in the stitch area actually, and pin it in the stitch area. Okay. So as far as the Stitch series goes, to clarify for those that are watching, I have two different series that are running tangent to each other. There's a standalone series where we can pretty much do whatever we want with Stitch, and people kind of get it confused. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. When I go to make compilations of that series, all I have to do is put a couple videos in a specific spot, and it'll make sense. The other series, the one that I've been running, that's been running a long time, which is effectively a movie at this point. That one takes me time because I have to plan it out, I have to write it, and then I rewrite it. I go through a lot of rewrites. I probably will put a dedication to her in that one because we wouldn't have that series without her. Oh,
Right.
man. I guarantee you all the Stitch videos right now are probably going to get views.
Probably.
Oh, man.
So I've got a trending topic that I'm going to do a video about real quick. The predators get stuck in the back rooms.
Yeah, that's been a request. The only reason I didn't touch it is because the back rooms and the SCP are, even though they're separate, are very closely intertwined.
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking about too much other than mentioning the pirate in it. We're just trying to figure out how the hell they got in there.
Let's see Stitch kick. What? I have no idea who that is. Who's Clanner? I don't know those.
Oh, that's a BattleTech reference.
Oh, okay. My reference to BattleTech is a single PlayStation 2 game that I haven't been able to play in 20 years or longer. I don't know whenever it was. Yep. I want to play that game again.
The BattleTech clans.
I need chicken because I don't want beef. I'm going to immediately want beef the moment it shows up, though, too. But I just know that my stomach does not want that. I don't even want I don't want fucking McDonald's, man. I suppose if I eat McDonald's, I should eat something that I know that will stay there. Like, there's nothing. I do not want fucking McDonald's at all. I have to eat. I can do nuggets. Those would be easy to eat. I can do nuggets. It seems just sad. Do they have the sauce they like? No, they don't. They don't, because that was a limited time sauce. They came out with the new sauce for the what are they? Just totally spaced. I had it in my brain. I hate how my brain does that sometimes. It'll show the picture, but the name goes poof. K-pop Demon Hunters. There we go. The K-pop Demon Hunters collab thing that they did. It came out with a chili sauce very similar to Szechuan sauce, and really liked that one. That was really good. And then they proceeded not to keep it. Sucks. If I had known that, I would have gotten like a bunch of them. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna do. Trying to figure out this. How you guys doing this evening? Is me trying to figure out dinner. Battle challenge, part of the weird clan speech from the cheesy BattleTech cartoon of the 90s that modern BT fans hate but love to death. Do you hate but love it?
Oh, I fucking loved it because it came out in the middle of my high school BattleTech obsession. And for me, not knowing it was even coming out, I literally turned on Saturday morning cartoons one day, and Dragon Ball Z ended on Fox, and all of a sudden, BattleTech, and I was like, what? And I was hooked.
I just got to make a choice. I have to make a choice. I don't want. If I eat red meat today, I'm not going to be able to have it tomorrow, and that's fine. But that means I can't have my pork stuff. Well, that's probably going to be one of the only meals I eat tomorrow. So I don't know. So I've actually heard that one before. Somebody else suggested that before. And the reason I said no to that is because people would get pissed off if we change Stitch's name. He already has a name. Giving him another name would not give him more power. He already has a name by Lilo. The direction you'd have to go with that is that by him having a name and just entering into that world, he immediately gets that power up. But he's already so strong, I'm not sure that he would get a power up. So it wouldn't be them giving them the name. He already has a name chosen from Lilo.
He can overwrite a name even if he gives them their original name.
Yeah, but think about this. Stitch got his name from Lilo, and especially considering what just happened.
I get it. I get it.
The point here is that is asking for people to get angry at me on purpose. That's like me doing a Ben 10 video versus Superman and then having Ben 10 lose because that's the reality is that he would. Unless he pulled out Alien X, he's going down. Superman's powers are just fucking crazy if you know enough about Superman.
The only way you could do it would be for him to meet Rimuru and Rimuru to say to someone his name is Stitch, like introducing him, and the world system be like, all right, we're naming him Stitch. And but wait, that's not what I meant. And then just the same thing, but he gets the boost.
And that would work better more as an animation than trying to figure out how it happened in a call center sketch format. You could make the game like that, but it's much funnier if we just go boom, boom, boom real fast versus trying to drag it out and make it into Rimuru did this thing. I'm just going to have to pick a meal. I just need to buckle down, pick a meal. Buckle down, pick a meal. It's really hard when you look at all the food and you're like, I don't want any of the food. I don't really want that. Like, I want a mine chicken, but I don't want that chicken. That's not worth it. I don't want a Big Mac. I know what their quarter pounders taste like. I feel like I'm going to regret the quarter pounder the moment I get it. Fuck it. Can't eat a large fry anymore. It's been a while since I've had a good regular Coke, so we'll do a Coke. Am I going to get customized this burger or no? There we go. Add extra onions. Add some lettuce. Add a little bit of mayo. They don't have a way to say light mayo. I'm kind of tempted not to get mayo now. Kind of see what happens, I guess. You know how to piss somebody off that works at McDonald's? Do what I'm about to do. No salt on the fries. I watch my salt intake, and so I'll do no salt on fries periodically. It pisses them off because they have to remake all the fries because it goes into the big thing and they go like that. It guarantees me fresh fries too. I love his response of like, man, you fucked up. What's even more messed up is
the whole point of fries is to be a salt delivery vehicle.
What's even funnier is I've seen people who have done like I eat them without the salt. To be clear, I will eat them without the salt. I don't turn around and add salt, but I've seen people order it, dump it in a bag, add salt in front of me when I was working there. I just stared at them. I was like, you could have just asked for fresh fries. You could have just asked for fresh fries. Like 2 minutes, I'm going to have to make fries anyways. You could have just fucking asked for fresh fries.
I don't go to McDonald's very often, but occasionally when I'm on the road or whatever, and it's the only option, I'll stop in there and I'll use the touch screen to place my order. And I always customize everything just because I know how I like it. And I do feel bad, but a part of me is a little bit giggly when I look over and I see the employee reading the order and go,
I was told to roll a D20, so I'm rolling one.
Yeah.
I'm spinning one. When it gets done, I will let you know. I think Call Me Klaus is the one who said it. I lost the comment somewhere in there. Let's see what that price is before I give it a go on. Raven, can't do the shake. Cannot do the shake. That's more money than I want to spend too, but whatever. Maybe. Didn't that go through? Okay. Your wife worked for McDonald's 5 years ago. Both me and my spouse have worked for McDonald's a couple different times. And I can honestly say it's one of the worst jobs that you'll ever have. I don't care the McDonald's. I don't like it. Makes it a lot easier if you find a group of people that you enjoy working with. But when you work with somebody that you don't like, it makes it so much harder too. The one about veggies not being cut. Yeah, it does depend on the vegetable. I get that. Same thing with the fruit. You believe it? Oh, because of the stuff you work from McDonald's, you have my sympathy. Yeah, for a few years. I worked for a lot of fast food places as well as regular restaurants. I have a good resume of job titles. It's finally starting to slow down on that spin. It's still going though. Chris is currently working on a script. Can I show the script?
In a second, one.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah. I can't see what you see it because it's not. You're fighting a pirate. You're running from a pirate. Are you on the One Piece one? The blue? Oh, the Backrooms one. Now you're working on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do that one improv? We were just discussing
because I'm making notes for myself. I'm not going to read it verbatim.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of running through my head of how it might go because there's a lot of details that I don't know. So I'm actually reading them off the Wikipedia to be like what happened, what's going on, etc.
Oh, the D20 was for the food choice. I got a 20. What would that have been?
You rolled a 20?
Yeah. Would have been what I wanted. McDonald's wasn't what I
20
wanted.
means you get to choose.
Yeah, right? I was struggling with the choice. That was the problem.
As a result, I don't want, Chris.
Oh, you're hit by ads. I'm sorry. The way we have things set up on Twitch and the way things are set up everywhere else is a bit different. On Twitch, ads will play for about a solid 2 minutes, and then they won't play for another hour. And then they'll play for a solid 2 to 3 minutes. We don't get a lot of money that way, mind you. It would be more in our interest to have the ads play as many times as they can. Here's the problem with that, and it's pretty much universally agreed to. That's worse because unless you're a really big time name streamer, you're not making money because people aren't going to be watching the ads anyways. They're not going to pop into your stream and sit there because they're not going to pop in and get hit with an ad immediately, because that's how it's set up. Is if you pop in, you get hit with an ad, and then you can watch your show, and then you get hit with more ads. No one likes that. No one likes that. People pop out of streams the moment that system is set up. My spouse is sleeping, Irving. They are night shift. They will not be up until 9-ish unless they get up early because they went to bed early. And they did not go to bed early. I know they didn't, because I woke up several times because I was supposed to have physical therapy today. And I was so exhausted and tired from not sleeping the last few days properly that I just kind of like struggled to properly wake up. Ooh, I like that one. Hold up.
Yeah.
Pull that back up so I can.
That looks fantastic.
Look at that.
Zena, that looks amazing.
That's the one you need to have Napa wear, if I'm going to be honest. That one
I agree.
Badass.
But what was Zena's question? It was that's fantastic.
Steven, it's kind of a hit and miss with using UPS and getting delivery notifications afterwards. I've had delivery notifications go through both ways, and then I've had delivery notifications completely stop once it's left the home country origin. So, I had one of the things that was the first time, one of the first times I got sent dice to my house. That happened. We didn't know what happened. We lost delivery, and it just showed up one day, and it showed up too late. And I was just like, oh, okay. We have a printer that we're supposed to be doing content for. I've mentioned to you guys before. I'm not naming a brand name for reasons. I've got the printer. I haven't put it together yet. I've looked at it, and it's going to go in my review, but their English directions don't exist for some reason. So I'm having to use what I've got for the manual of the print in my hand, which does have English directions, and look at pictures online to make a best guess of where everything goes. Because having videos and having things in English when you're putting together something that's a little bit more in depth and instead of just a open the box and press print type of thing, which is a misconception. Not every printer is open the box, press print. Means that it's nice to have something in your native language, regardless of what that native language is. But that's not the case right now. And I'm like, okay. But we were supposed to get filament for it. And Chris was like, hey, hold off on doing any videos until you get the filament, because that's part of the deal. And I was like,
yeah.
Because I was supposed to get 4 rolls of filament, which would have been enough for a larger print. And I was going to print something that was in theme with our stuff and do a video, do a couple videos. One, a villain support traditional video, a nice funny comedy video pulling off an item off of a printer, because that's kind of our thing. Yes, I have other 3D printers, to be clear. I do. They need maintenance right now, and I've just kind of avoided doing it because I don't need anything printed right now, and it's the summertime, and the money I'm saving after getting the new by the way, the new air conditioner and stuff, Chris.
Yeah.
Last year, this same month, the electricity usage was double, and I wasn't printing at this time. It was a couple months. It was like in August that I started printing again.
Yeah.
So my bill went from $300 to $400 in June, all the way down to like 150, and I'm like, oh, it's so nice right now.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, very much it is. Yeah, you want a printer? That's awesome. Chris and Levi, have you seen D&D's Dungeon Masters on YouTube? Possibly. There's a lot of things I've seen. I've started to, if I'm making content about something, let's say I'm doing comedy content. I like watching sitcoms and comedy shows. I don't necessarily watch a lot of people anymore. I used to watch that style of content from other creators quite a lot. But I found when we were doing that, not just me, but even when Chris was doing it, when we would go to make something, improv or otherwise, the way things work when you do improv, you're pulling things out of your head super fast, right? And so you will, whether you mean it or not, unintentionally copy somebody sometimes. And I got tired of people saying that I was copying somebody, even when I made sure I wasn't, just because their video got posted before mine was done being edited. Just because they had the same idea or a similar idea and their video posted before my video posted doesn't mean I was copying them. And I got tired of that. Or I would include a joke that I was not, that the live audience told me, and I was like, oh, that's a great joke. But I was unaware of where that joke came from. And I'm like, I did not intentionally copy somebody or steal somebody's joke. Somebody told me a joke during the live stream. I was doing it live. And I was like, that's a great joke. Let's add that into this. It was just an interactive thing. Yeah, he stopped going to comedy to watch other comedians, even though he got invites, for that exact same reason. He stopped watching his friends do comedy lives because his friends that he kept were like, hey, I think you stole a joke from me. He's like, I didn't steal a joke, at least not on purpose. Because during a lot of his stand-up routine or other things, he would wind up going off the cuff.
Yep.
And because he just watched a show of one of his friends because he wanted to support them, he'd wind up telling a joke in his style, mind you, and it would land better.
It's the same gag, though, so yeah.
Same gag.
Yeah.
And so it can be really hard to do that.
Okay. I'm going to meet you on this end.
So it does suck. Like I loved one-shot questions, and periodically their stuff will still come across my thing. He's changed his style of comedy quite a bit, but I still love his content when I do see it.
You're running from a
watch
pirate.
it on purpose anymore.
Are you in the One Piece world, the Blue Planet or whatever? Okay. Just lost my train of thought. Hold on.
We have a Batman sketch to work on. I've got a Kevin versus idea. I'm going to be doing that improv. I've just got a few more notes to take. I've got. It's kind of going to be like a recap thing.
You're fighting
and then,
a pirate?
Figuring out what he did at the end there.
You said you're fighting a pirate? You're running from a pirate. Are you in the One Piece world? On the Blue Planet or whatever it's called? Where else are you going to find a badass pirate who can handle you? Where are you? A yellow hallway. Did you go through like a glowing slit in the wall? Yeah. You're in the back rooms. That's the pirate chasing you is called Captain Clark. He's the distorted mascot of a furniture store. Yeah. How many of you are there?
Do you mean he's a fan of Dispatch the game?
How many
I
of
was
you
thinking
were
Dispatch
there?
is in like the train simulator stuff. and trains and stuff. Because like a train conductor dispatch.
Levi, I get Levi Markin. I get to meet Alec next week.
Yeah, I love my old. This one's nice. The other one, I have to do a video on and be like,
Wow.
hey, I was promised a new one. You guys never sent it to me. I would love to go meet Alec, but it is just not.
So you're fighting a pirate, okay?
He's closer.
running from a
Alec could totally come down to Utah.
So you're fighting a pirate, okay? You're running from a pirate?
I would need.
Are you like on the One Piece world?
I
Like the
don't
Blue
like the
Planet or
idea
whatever?
of like if Chris or somebody that I know and do
You're gonna
content
be a
with,
badass pirate.
they like.
If you're not there. Where
They
are
would
you?
probably have a better time staying, in all honesty, at a
Hey,
hotel.
did you go through like
But I
a
don't
glowing
like the
foot in
idea
the wall?
of forcing that on them. More, I would like to be like, hey,
Okay, you're in
this
what's
is
called
where
the
you
back
can
rooms.
sleep, but if you want to go to a hotel, it's understandable.
It's like an
But
endless
two
maze.
kids
Okay?
and a spouse,
The
all on
pirate
different
should be
schedules
called
than any of
Captain
us.
Clark. He's like just sort of a much stronger version of a furniture store mascot. I don't know if they have good furniture.
Black Clover is
How
a
many
fun
of you
one. I
are
don't
there?
think he likes Black Clover.
There were 6.
I don't remember
Great.
if he does or not.
How many of
I
you
like
are left?
I read the manga and then watched.
Stop
a good chunk of it
screaming.
again, up to a certain-
Okay, and fire your plasma caster at the pirate.
Who remembers Shaman King?
I realize it's a little bit scary being by yourself in an unfamiliar environment,
I
but this
couldn't
is
find the
literally
original
what
one
you trained
outside
for
of buying it
growing
in
up.
English. So I'm watching the new
Plasma
one
caster
that
is
is a
working.
pretty
Try your other
faithful
weapon.
remake. It even has some of the
If those
OG
don't work,
voice actors, but it's
I don't
close.
know.
It's like
Keep running.
Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, where they stuck to the
map.
manga better.
I mean, there's not like one
So
comprehensive.
there's a
fan-made maps you
pacing
can find on the
and
internet, but none of them are complete.
other things
I mean,
difference. The pacing feels a little bit.
We
It feels
don't
much better
have
now, and
access
it's a little
to
bit
the
faster.
bathrooms. All right,
And I'm
it's
watching
outside of our
that with
jurisdiction.
my son.
I can't
It's a
teleport
day-to-day
things out.
thing.
I can't teleport things in. It's not.
Thing that we're watching now.
I am not sending Nappa in after you because then he's going to be lost forever too. Look, I have other calls coming in. I hate to do this, but I have to let you go.
All right, Sly, it's all good. Do you like Black Clover?
That's the show with Asta and
If
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen like the first 60 episodes of it. It's Naruto with magic and swords.
Yeah, I was like, I could have swore that you didn't care for it after a certain point.
Well, I got bored because I literally was like, I'm watching Naruto with magic and swords. And
Yeah,
it's
a fair assessment.
And it's not.
Have you ever seen? Did you watch the original Shaman King? I don't know if it came out around the time that you would have watched it.
I didn't. I tried watching the remake or relaunch on Netflix, and it didn't catch my attention.
So the original had pacing problems with the manga, similar to Full Metal Alchemist, where they had a bunch of filler and things that went differently. And so this new one's more faithful to the manga, apparently. And I'm enjoying it with Tobias.
Yeah.
It's still one of those things I'm enjoying it, but doing other things while it's playing versus what I used to be able to do and be able to it has my full attention.
Steven, you're right. Asta does not nearly have the talk no jutsu skills of Naruto. Full disclosure, I literally had to start watching Black Clover like 7 different times. Because in the first episode, all Asta does is scream and throw himself on the ground and pitch a fit.
Yep,
And
he acts like a spoiled brat.
It's supposed to be funny. The author wrote it that way to make it funny. It's not funny. It's fucking obnoxious. To the point.
Wrote him like a kid. Let's be honest. That's exactly
to the point that I watch anime subtitled. I watch it subbed. I watch it with the original Japanese dialogue, and I read on the bottom what it's supposed to say in English because I don't want to hear what matches the mouth movements. I want to hear what I want to see what the actual translation is. And it's too hard to listen to English and read different English at the same time. But regardless, that voice actor, literally, the first episode, for the first half of it, is him going, like that. And I got through about 5 minutes of that, and I went, I'm done. And my friend who was like, you should watch Black Clover, it's great. I was like, I am done with this. And it wasn't until I saw a fight that was like 35, 40 episodes in that I was like, all right, if the fights are good like that, I'll watch it, but I'm watching it dubbed and I'm skipping the first 5 episodes. And I did that and I didn't miss anything. I still had full context. It was fun. I got through like 60 episodes of it, and I'm just like, I'm burned out now.
And we've
It felt
talked
like-
about
okay.
that, where if you can cut such a significant part of any show, movie,
Yeah.
anything, and you don't miss anything,
It
Then-
felt like someone took Naruto and said, I want to remake this series, but I want to add Bleach to it, and I want to add Fairy Tail to it, and I want to make it more oriented around, and I want them to have books that they literally have flying around with them. I'm going to make that, and I'm going to develop my own backstory. That's what it is. It's Naruto with Bleach and Fairy Tail layered on top of it. Because you've got all the different groups and the captains, right? Just like Bleach. Aren't there 12 groups in Black Clover?
I think it's based on the Zodiac thing. So
Yeah. There's 13 court guard squads. It's super close, right? And they all have different powers and abilities. And same thing with Fairy Tail. You got all the guilds, right? And each of these guilds, in each of these groups or their captains, whatever, they all have these eccentric people in them who have different powers and different abilities, and they all have a character quirk, and half the episodes focus on the character quirks, so you learn the characters, and half focus on them talking about fighting, and then you see a good fight every 3 to 4 episodes. I finally got a point where I'm like, I've seen all this before. It's an amalgamation of 3 different series. It's a crossover fanfic made into an anime. Call me crazy, that's exactly what it is. And the fights that I've seen that are way later in the series look really cool, and I'm glad they are, but I am done with the series.
I've had series for similar reasons where I just go, this is basically this, and I can't watch it anymore. And I have no problem. And the big thing is, like,
Sorry for the rant, but I have strong opinions.
you don't know, it's good. It's no different than when you tell me you should watch this, and I go, it's pretty much this. And it's like, well, yeah, but, and it's like, yeah, but I can't bring myself to watch it. It's no different in that aspect of like just respecting that and being like, yeah, okay, you can't watch it because it's in your head so thoroughly you can't enjoy this thing because of that.
Is the food here?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm working on writing an original story right now, and it is so hard not incorporating elements of other things that I've seen that I love and being like, I want to do a fight like that, etc. Hey Dina. So I totally get it. I get it. It's just it's so close to other series. I'm just like, I'm done.
So
Is this fine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
some advice from when you're writing the story aspect, and you want to include something from something else. Break it down to its base form. What type of story was that story? Was it buddy comedy? Was it was that particular area of what you liked? Was that scene a specific type of scene, a romantic scene? This blah blah blah, whatever. Every book, every show, everything, you will have different aspects in writing and everything in there, and breaking that down.
Yep. Do y'all remember the spin-off of that 70s show, that 80s show? That lasted for like 4 episodes and then before they canceled it? The first episode, they tried to be like, look, it's a phone, but it's not attached to the wall. It's a cellular phone. And I'm like, and my friends and I who loved that 70s show, we're all watching it, we all went, yeah. Just like that comment, White, where it wasn't saying, look, this is a brand new show with new characters. It was, look, it's that 70s show, but it's the 80s.
And see, this is my thing. I have not watched the original Night Court a whole lot. I've seen a couple episodes here and there when I was growing up. I liked the new Night Court. I will say the first season was fucking grueling to get through because of how many things that were like, hey, this old thing, hey, this old thing. But season 2 and season 3 of Night Court dialed that back and had their own story and their own arcs and their own growth. And I was like, oh, this is nice. And they had smaller references. Your dad would have liked this. This would have hidden here. And it made sense. The new Scrubs is a perfect example of how to bring something back and still reference the old stuff. Mind you, it is a continuation / future of what was going on. So you have
it's a time skip.
Huh?
It's a time skip. It's a shonen time skip. But when I was a kid and I saw commercials for Night Court, I just thought it was like Judge Judy at night. So it was like more adult themed court cases. I didn't know it was a comedy.
But don't be afraid to include the references. Just change how you would do them. Instead of writing the scene so that it winds up mirroring it exactly, you write it in a way that goes, oh, this is this style. As long as it meshes with the rest of your book.
So you're fighting a pirate.
What do you mean by you thought it was more than 4 episodes, Lexi? Are you talking about Night Court?
Oh, no. She's talking about that 90s show. Lexi Malinowski, that 90s show is a continuation of that 70s show. There was also a show called that 80s show that they tried the year after that 70s show went off the air. That was awful and just collapsed. I literally think they cut it. They canceled it after 4 or 5 episodes because literally nobody watched it. Lovely neck. Go ahead. Sorry. No. Go ahead.
Going on to the topic of shows that came back, the Malcolm in the Middle remake that they did, Far in the Future time skip thing.
I didn't know about that.
I hate it so badly because you have a child who effectively got away from a family that brought him down, abused him, every sense of the word. And even in the show, they go and they make it a comedy aspect of like, he must love his kids and he must forgive them. He must do this because his parents did this for this reason. And I'm like, that is normalizing abuse. I did not like Malcolm in the Middle because I've been an abused child. I recognized the writing immediately. And I was like, and I get that the actor Brian is a great guy and the whole cast and crew are kind of like a family. But I watch that series and I go, this is normalizing abuse. That's abuse, that's neglect, that's abuse, that's neglect. And they're just joking about it. And as an abused child, as somebody who had to grow up with a lot of that stuff, but not with the comedy aspect of it added, because that's not how that goes.
Right.
I watched that and I was like, I don't like this.
Nope, totally understood.
And so when they brought it back, I was hoping they would have a different take to it.
No, they're not gonna. They're gonna do what worked for their original show. Bloodly Neck. A lot of anime series go, we've got a story to tell you, and we're gonna start at the beginning. And you have to work through the first 3 or 4 episodes as they give you the whole backstory of the world, which is why I really appreciate series like Sentenced to Be a Hero, Full Metal Alchemist, etc., that throw you right into the shit and have you go, what is going on here? I don't know, but it looks amazing. And then fill in details over the first couple episodes while the story, they drop you in the middle of it and they fill you in as the story progresses versus making you see the origin of the characters.
A good example of that, but then piggybacking on a couple of previous conversations, was the anime that you like that's set in a prison-esque thing where the heroes are forced to be heroes to
Sentenced to be a hero, yeah.
sentenced to be a hero.
Mhm.
I don't like it. Now, I don't like it because I recognize some of the stuff that it's glorifying that I'm not a fan of. But I will say, from a story and pacing perspective, it sets things out right off the bat. It's a great example of, hey, don't worry about all this shit that you need to worry about. Let's still go in and do a fight. Let's then explain it while fighting. Let's do this, this, and this. It's a great example of that. Somebody called it glorifying prison
It's
labor.
not glorifying those things.
It's not.
It's not. It
But
appears to
it's-
be at
it's-
first, but it's about people fighting against that system and trying to change it.
And that's the thing, is that you're not going to get that unless you watch it long enough. And I went and read the manga to skip through because I couldn't stand watching the anime for that exact reason. So I went and read the manga for quite a few chapters, and there is that in there, but it's still very much glorifying other aspects that I'm just not comfortable with, and I'm not going to say them here. And it's the same glorification that a lot of anime does, to be honest, but they kind of glorify those aspects more than what I like. But that's a thing. Like, you have the thing that you like, right, Chris? You wanted me to enjoy it. You shared it with me, and like, I don't really like this. And what was so nice, and this is not something you have happen with a lot of community, with the anime community, was that you just like, okay, it's not for you. You have a lot of the anime community that will be like hardcore. If you don't like something, you must be wrong. And it's like, that's not the right mindset to have. People have different preferences. Just because I don't like that doesn't mean I can't go, that's a cool fight scene. I could totally watch those fight scenes. Oh, you're muted.
That's what caught my attention was the fight scenes.
What? There's 3
I have
fights.
tried watching Drifters, Irving. I couldn't get into it. There's also a fight scene from an anime called Outcast. The fight scene is amazing. I've seen the clip 1,000 times, but I don't know when it is in the series. And I watched 4 episodes, and it's phenomenally boring. And that fight scene never happened. So I gave up on it.
You know, an anime that I love that doesn't glorify anything, calls a bunch of things out that you shared with me that I was like, I love this. Charlotte. The not Charlotte. That was a different. She fights with her hands, red dress.
Yes. Yeah.
What I like about it is like there's slaves in prison labor, and she calls that, it gets called out fucking immediately. Not this is normal, this is okay. The character immediately goes, this is not okay. This shouldn't be normal. Let's fix this.
Yeah. Steven, can I ask you to clarify this statement? Do you hate all of One Piece, or do you hate the animation? Do you hate the characters, the story, or all of it? Because I hate the animation. I despise it. Even the newer stuff that I've seen, the really clean, well-made stuff, it still frustrates me how the characters are designed. I don't like it. It's hard for me to watch from an aesthetic perspective. The story is freaking amazing. And I'm enjoying the Netflix live action series way more because I don't have to stare at the characters who are designed like all distorted and everything.
I can't stand the Netflix adaptation, the live action one, because I look at it and I go, that's a mistake, that's a mistake, that's a mistake. I've tried watching it. What I recognize from it is, one, they're spending millions per episode and a lot of time. So there's going to be mistakes here and there. And it is a great way for somebody who may not like the pacing of the original One Piece to get into. But there's so many things that just don't work after watching the anime and reading the manga and stuff that I'm like, this shouldn't have been a live action. But again, the guy who created the series is like hardcore, being like, yes, this, yes, no, yes, in that series. So
I don't like a long movie.
No, they totally steal.
Hmm?
They totally steal. Like they're still pirates. It's just they're. Here's the thing. There were pirates back in the day who were called pirates, and this is if you're a history buff, who were basically Robin Hood,
Yeah.
and they showed up and they were welcome. There's an entire community around pirates. There was.
Yeah.
And so there's this misconception that pirates were evil. They raided everything. No, most pirates were pirates.
What's the game that show that?
Please don't interrupt when I'm doing that. Just give me a minute. Most pirates were pirates because of like taxation, theft, and stuff. And so they're like, I'm gonna go raid this ship that is from the government. Or they straight up were like, I'm not going to pay this overbearing tax, or we can't pay this overbearing tax. And they got labeled as pirates. And then they had no choice but to be pirates.
So instead of Robin Hood, they were Robin Hook.
You're not wrong.
I know. So one of the things that I really I agree with this, Irving. That one of my issues with One Piece was that I felt like I was watching something that was drawn by like a 6-year-old trying to emulate the cartoons he saw on TV, and it really bothered me. Like there's one bit I keep going back to in the first episode of One Piece when Luffy is hiding in the barrel and he pops out of it, and the Marine guy who's with him pulls one of these.
Oh, there were no NPCs in that game.
His mouth gets gigantic and his eyes bug out at Luffy popping out like a 1920s cartoon. That was when I went, I'm done. I'm done with this. Yeah.
No. But the Sea of Thieves is mostly a multiplayer game. I'm so sorry. Kiddo had a side conversation with me. I missed what you said. Can you give me a quick recap?
Who was it? Irving said, I hate the character designs of One Piece because someone ruined it for me. They joked saying the art looks like what you would find in an LA Walmart parking lot. To me, it looks like an 8 or 9-year-old kid animated something emulating the cartoons he saw on TV. What lost me, I literally turned that show off in like the first episode when Luffy's hiding in that barrel and he pops out of it. And the Marine kid who's supposed to be guarding it pulls one of these. His mouth drops to the floor and his eyes bug out like a 1920s cartoon. I was like, I'm done.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened in the manga. That's why I did it.
I would have been done in the manga too.
It was referencing. You got to remember when the manga came out, when the anime came out.
Don't care. I have to be in a really particular mood to enjoy slapstick visual comedy when it's animated. And I haven't been in that mood for 25 years.
I would argue that if that's the moment you lost interest, that the ship flew into the sky, there were so many more outrageous things that happened before that, to be honest. Unless you're talking about like when they went up the waterfall thing. But if you're talking about Skypiea, that particular arc, man, there was so much more weird shit that happened before that. Man, I do get
Levi Markin. One of the reasons that I really enjoy anime is that outside of the oversized eyes, for the most part, it's general humanish proportions, and it looks enough. The series that I enjoy watching look enough like actual humans that if they redid it using live action and followed the same movements and everything, that you could layer them over on top of each other and it wouldn't be cartoony.
Did you watch Cyborg 009 or Astro Boy?
Nope.
So you didn't get into anime, like you said you watched Tenchi and Trigun.
I was introduced to anime with Record of Lodoss War. That was my first anime that I ever saw.
And you like Gurren Lagann?
I like Gurren Lagann because it's easy to watch. There's one episode where they do change them into like cartoony caricature characters. I think it's episode 5 when they meet Keaton and his sisters, and they ride on the backwards dogs that fling poop. That episode almost made me stop watching it.
Huh?
I think you just hate joy and whimsy. Jesus Christ.
He does improv. There's no way he eats joy and whimsy.
I can't understand an anime having a goofy theme, and yes, it does.
Well, here's the thing. What Chris is saying, to clarify for anyone that's having an issue here, he likes a specific style of where anime is or has gotten to, right? And he doesn't like it when the anime references Western-esque styles. He likes anime because it's a cultural Japanese thing.
Trigun was made like, I guess as a kind of reference.
Yeah, the new Trigun, no, but the old Trigun, yes.
I wish that I wish the TV show I wish was anime. I wish the American X-Men Saturday morning cartoon was anime. I would love to see that in an anime style. They did make a bunch of X-Men anime series, and they were fun. So I originally saw Record of Lodoss War, and then I think the second or third one that I saw was Record of Lodoss War, and then
Eat all that food.
and then Kashan. What was it called? Kashan. What's it called? Yeah, Kashan Robot Hunter. These were all on the Sci-Fi Channel on Saturday nights. I saw Wicked City. I saw what was another one? Demon City Shinjuku, Ninja Scroll. Like that's the stuff that introduced me to anime. Stuff that was very not lifelike, but very looked much more lifelike. So when I got into other anime like DBZ, I enjoyed for the fights. The storyline, whatever. The fights were fun. But when it got to more like series with more like cartoony animation, I struggle with it. Kenshin, yeah. Like all those classic 80s and 90s anime series where they were trying really hard to make them look like real people with actual like real dimensions. I struggle with Lelouch, Code Geass, because of how weirdly deformed the characters are. Like their limbs are so long and skinny.
Sorry, guys. So, you're currently, you got that video done, right? Yeah, you're muted again. Why'd you, what?
I'm watching it right now. Thanks.
Oh, okay. So, me and Chris talked the other day because I was browsing the Discord. By the way, I do pop into the Discord, and I have a video that I'm going to be improvising tomorrow or Friday or Saturday in the next couple of days. It's going to be a Kevin video, and I had to make a bunch of notes because we've done so many Kevin videos. Did you know, by the way, that we have 4 videos of Kevin kinda versus the Predators? A couple of them aren't really versus.
What Kevin video are you working on?
Kevin McAllister, Batman is trying to adopt Kevin McAllister again. And I'm going to go through a bunch of different things.
I thought you did that already.
I did a version of it. This is I'm going to be doing a last attempt thing. It's going to be a somewhat versus one. I'm doing a recall thing of a bunch of our videos is what I'm going to do. Okay. It's going to be what it is. I know that it may not spark a whole lot of interest, but I've got a bunch of notes because we did the Phineas and Ferb, new training ground. Is he a villain? Is a xenomorph? Dementors.
Okay.
Batman wants to train him. I've only done that once. Borg. And so I've got a bunch of notes on how I kind of want to take this video, and I'm not going to give it away because I'm going to finagle the idea a little bit more before I go ham on it. Because I've got notes, and a lot of it's going to be, in all honesty, because people have been making comments. Then I saw an entire conversation both in our videos and on the Discord about like, oh, doesn't Kevin have a xenomorph dog? Doesn't he have this? Doesn't he have that? Doesn't he have that? And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot how long the Kevin series actually became. And so this is more for our audience. Does that mean that it may not get as many views? Absolutely. I know that. But, and this is a big but for everyone here, periodically, that's what we have to do. Periodically, we have to make a video that is for you guys specifically. The references are heavy for you guys. The problem with doing that at our current space is that means that video might not do well. It may blow up with our entire community, and then we'll get new subscribers because it'll continue to get shown to new people will be introduced and want to pop over. But anytime we do a lore heavy video or a recap video of our own stuff that we've done, it's a hit and miss type of video. It either does really well and our audience gets to see it, and because our whole audience jumps on it, it gets seen to a bunch of people. But more often than not, and this is a sad reality, is we're just not big enough that it's not going to get seen by enough people that the algorithms will be like, hey, let's push this to a bunch of new people who would like it too.
Are you all like on the one?
But I asked Member Solutions lurks in the Discord. I do. I lurk in the Discord. So, but the other thing was I saw somebody mention Batman taking on being in the My Hero Academia universe.
Did you go
And me and Chris sat and talked about it. And he's like, it has to be the first video, regardless of what you do, has to be Batman versus All for One. And we should do like a back and forth thing, is what we discussed. And then, I was wanting to start a little bit smaller and possibly build up. But I was thinking about it. I was like, I get where Chris is coming from a perspective of wanting the video to do well. If we started off with All for One, it's probably going to get a lot of people to have that discussion and jump in and want to talk about it and all that kind of stuff. Double miniature teacup mosquito dragon. That's a video that I would love to bring back.
What did you do?
Cameo. What did he do for a cameo?
Deadpool falls in love with the alien queen.
That was a thing that he mentioned.
Yep. Right.
I was gonna do. He didn't need to do a cameo. I was gonna.
As long as it's me not dancing around in a tutu or like wearing a wig or something. That's what I was worried about, because he's been talking about trying to get me to do shit like that. Arnoldum, DMTMDs are double miniature teacup mosquito dragons, which is something that we need to bring back.
Before we bring back, I wanted to discuss working with an artist to make a 3D print version of it. That's ours. Sure. That's not somebody else's, because we can bring back Shitters on a Critters, and because we own that print, I can be like, hey, this is a shitter on a critter.
Yeah, right? No, I agree. White War. If you have $3,000, I will dance in a wig for 15 seconds for you.
Give me $3,000 and I'll do it.
Those things more. So the idea of a double miniature teacup mosquito dragon is, imagine a mosquito-sized dragon, right? Claws, teeth, with an elemental affinity. By itself, not going to do much to you. Tiny little burn mark, tiny little zap mark, tiny little ice spot, whatever. But now take 75,000 of them, all swarming around you, eating and burning and zapping or freezing or whatever it is all at once, and you've basically got flying piranhas, flying elemental piranhas. I'll do that for free.
I hate the fact that I can't, like, am I including my family with this? Because I have that number, and it's sad that I have that number. That's
All right. People in the chat making weirder comments. We're starting to venture into like OnlyFans territory. We don't have one of those, and we aren't
I
going
don't
to.
have one of those. Well, I'll do a lot of things for money. I'm not doing that.
Levi's not going to do that.
The drag. Oh, I dress in drag for free as a show of support to the LGBTQI community.
That's what I thought you were saying.
The hula, however, would be a pain in the ass, and I'll charge you for doing the hula.
Don't you mean pain in the back?
Huh?
Don't you mean pain in the back?
That too.
Okay, you're in what's called the back rooms. That it's like an endless maze.
And Slayer, I'm just I don't want to pay for the license, and so many people make those. And while though mine I fine-tuned to a massive degree, when I contacted the creator of those, and I was like, hey, can I do this, this, and this? And they're like, you can't modify them at all. You can't do this. You can't do that. And I was like, okay, can I commission you for a private one? And they're like, no. And I was like, that's okay, but may I know why? I was like, I'm making over 10 grand a month just in people with licensing on one single platform. And I have 4 platforms. I don't have time, nor do I want to deal with it. I'm like, okay, that's a valid response. But the way they went about it was also one of those things where, like, you could have been nicer. This is somebody I like. At this point, I'd been a member for a year. And all I wanted to do to change them was put Acme on their underside of their wing. That's all I wanted to do. And I would still make it clear that where the design came from. But they wouldn't even let us do that. So I was like, okay, we're good. I could change where I put a hole, but I wasn't allowed to modify it in any meaningful way. So am I, Alexi. I just don't advertise it massively outside of usually having posters and shit.
You're running from a pirate?
I wanted to do more videos and show support, but part of it is like really, it's just very political right now. So it was one of those things where if we showed that support for that thing, we would have to be like, you guys know our political affiliation at that point. And it's one thing to say it during a live stream. It's another to make a video that is 100% this versus just speaking to this character without bringing it up and just doing it with this character. It's a hit and miss type of situation. And then you also have the pushing the limits on what we want to do. But in every single one of my videos, I have a poster in the upper right-hand corner. You can't see very well because I haven't bothered putting it into a frame yet. And it's a polyamorous flag is what it is. Timon and Pumbaa. By the way, William, if you don't know, I'm not Hero Support. I'm Member Solutions. I love the fact that one of our most popular series has that in it, and it draws people making questions like, "What? He's not Hero Support? What do you mean?" It's such a lovely little nod at this point. I agree, William. It's really hard to be non-political with a lot of things right now. But there's a difference between let's make a video that is very obviously going to cause political unrest and cause people to have an issue versus let's talk to a character who happens, like if I were to talk to Squirrel Girl, no one's going to bat an eye. At all. Most of the time. They got mad when I used the correct pronouns, but whatever. But outside of that, people aren't going to bitch.
The pirate chasing is called. The pirate chasing.
Lexi, that's awesome to hear. If you pop onto Cosmic Kitties, I can show you. You do not have to buy this. I just want to show you something that my spouse made for me because there's not a whole lot of hell.
He was called Captain Clark. He's like distorted much.
You all right?
I think our website got stolen.
Yours?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have good furniture.
Like it didn't get renewed?
We paid for it for 3 years. Oh, okay. So if you type in cosmickitties.com, it doesn't take you to www.cosmickitties.com like it's supposed to. It takes you to a different Cosmic Kitties that is an issue. That's annoying.
I just did that and it took me straight to yours.
That's weird. Okay.
Because
Whatever.
there's Alucard's big butt.
I'm about to show that too. I can't. I'm not going to buy more of these if I can get the print on demand stuff. Because if I can do the print on demand, it'll cost us dramatically less.
How many of you are?
But yeah, there's Alucard's big butt. For those who want to see it in live, squishy, right? I thought about doing a video, Chris. I thought about doing a video with for the live stream ad type thing where it shows Alucard's butt, and I just go, I hide it and then go like this. I was like, no, I probably can't do that. I love this thing though. But my spouse made this using the original colors before the flag, I think, changed. The colors are still the same, I believe.
Okay.
We made a poly pie. We don't sell very many of them. And I think I have to order some new stickers. But that print on demand shop, the way we sell the stickers is in 5-packs. What's up?
Do we have any pain?
We do. What's wrong? If you got a headache, I don't think I have stuff for it. Stop messing with that.
Okay.
You're going to break it, and then a bunch of shit's going to fall down. Don't roll your eyes at me with that. I don't have the money to fix the chimney. Anyways, kitties. But yeah, that's it. I am so sorry.
Moving up. If the plasma caster isn't working, try your other weapons.
Your flag has the infinity heart instead of the original symbol. I like the original symbol. I'm a fan of the original flag. I think it's just really cool. But I just like the little pie symbol. So that's probably why. I understand why it was changed to be it's more of its own thing. I get that. But I kind of like that flag as it was. The original symbol is the pie symbol.
If those don't work, then
With
keep running.
colors, with the specific poly colors. It's Cosmic with a K. KOSMICKITTIES. Cosmic Kitties
I mean,
instead of Cosmic Kitty. Yeah, the math one. Should be a specific command for it, but I don't remember. Does anyone remember the command for that? Like, I can just type in the link.
There's not like one comprehensive. There's
Should be that. There's a command that you can do that'll pull it up, but I don't remember what that command is. So there are 2 scripts that I want to work on today with Chris, if he's got time to do that. And then I want to talk about filming a couple other things. Is it? Oh, it is Kitty. It is Kitty. I was going to type that in, but I was like, is that the donation ones or is that the website? So yeah. And what's nice is we've got, we're back to selling some villain support stuff that doesn't exist on the main shop because it just wasn't a viable option. There are stickers on both shops, but the stickers over on ours, even though I would argue that they're about the same quality / maybe a little better, are a bit cheaper. Yeah, Stream Elements, I don't know if Stream Elements is completely dead, but at least the labs is working again.
I am not sending Nappa in after you because then he's gonna.
And we didn't post a video today. I feel like we're missing a video. I could have swore we had a video,
Look,
but I can't think of what it is.
I hate to do this, but
I thought you had one done.
I don't fucking remember. This is the problem when we start making too many things. Both of us struggle with keeping up with things.
I wasn't. I was scheduling stuff as soon as I finished it.
Well, I was sending stuff to you because of the cameo stuff, and then I was like, okay, what am I doing? Where am I at? And am I not logged in to drop? I don't feel like dealing with that right now.
I had to log back in the other day.
Oh, fuck. Give me a minute, everyone. I gotta open up the thingy.
Y'all can watch this while he's doing that. You're running from a pirate? So you're fighting a pirate. Okay. You're running from a pirate? Are you like on the One Piece world, like the Blue Planet or whatever? You're gonna run into a badass pirate. Where else are you gonna run into a badass pirate? If you're not there, where are you? Yellow hallway. Okay. A glowing slit in the wall. Okay. You're in what's called back rooms. It's like an endless maze. Okay. The pirate chasing you is called Captain Clark. He's like just sort of much stronger version of a furniture store mascot. I don't know if they have good furniture. How many of you are there? There were 6. Great. How many of you are left? Stop screaming, okay, and fire your plat. Okay, and fire your plasma caster at the pirate. I realize it's a little bit scary being by yourself in an unfamiliar environment.
It's because we scrapped it. I had a video, we scrapped it, had to remake it. That's the Spider-Man one, and then we got confused with a bunch of cameos.
Familiar environment, but this is literally what you
Not supposed to be used in this manner.
literally what you trained for growing up. Literally what you trained for growing up. Literally what you
We got an echo. I don't know if it's coming from my screen or his screen.
I'm sure it's coming from me, but I also am sharing audio, so you tend to echo for whatever reason. Trained for growing up. If the plasma caster isn't working, try your other weapons. If those don't work, then I don't know. Keep running. A map.
I muted his mic.
There's not like one comprehensive. I mean, there's not like one.
It should have the website should have popped for you. You should see Alucard, the mouse pad first.
I mean, there's not.
So yeah, I've heard of the Tenchi Muyo like entire universe kind of like went really weird.
Maps you can find. Maps you can find.
And it like gets really difficult.
There's
to, like,
fan-made
not
maps.
difficult, but like it's just weird. As somebody who watched the original Tenchi and then thought it had an ending, just to find out that they brought it back and like continued moving forward, I was like, "What?
What series is that?
Tenchi Muyo, Muyo.
So there's 3 different series of Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah, and I was unaware of like I knew of the first original one, and then like a bunch of the other stuff, and I was like, "What?"
Fan-made maps you can find on. Fan-made maps you can. Fan-made maps you can find on the internet, but none of them are complete.
It should not glitch out when you pull it up. It's a very low-end website. I didn't want the website to have a bunch of graphics or animations or anything like that, even though I could have done that specifically so that like it would
have
cause
access
issues.
to
With it. So I don't know why.
Outside of our jurisdiction, I can't teleport things out. I can't.
If you're not typing in the www, maybe that's causing
I
issues.
am not sending Nappa in after you because then he's going to be. I'm
going to go downstairs where I can be a bit more comfortable. I will be right back, everyone.
He's going to be lost forever too. Because then he's going to be lost forever too. Nappa in after you because then he's going to. I'm almost done subtitling everybody. And he's going to be lost forever too. Look, I have other calls coming in. I hate to do this, but. But I. Good luck. Hey, Chris Feldhausen, how's it going? Should I end the stream? I'm not going to end the stream while Levi's gone. All right. This one's ready to go.
So you're fighting a pirate. Oh.
Want to hear a weird thing I learned by watching the Ted Lasso series?
Huh.
Chris.
What?
You want to hear a weird thing that they made the character do on the Ted Lasso series?
Sure.
They made him have an open thing of peanut butter so that he can dip his finger and eat the peanut butter. That's
Why?
a thing in the Ted Lasso series. He leaves an open thing of peanut butter on like the counter, and he puts his finger and scoops it and eats it periodically. And he does it actually in the series, and even offers that same finger peanut butter.
Why?
Character. I don't know why they made that a thing, but here's what I like about it. It is such a personal touch to that character, even though it's such a weird fucking thing. Like, I keep peanut butter, but I get a clean ass spoon and I don't double dip. I get a spoon of peanut butter and I close it back up and I'll sit there and I'll nibble on the peanut butter. My kids will do this. They'll get a clean spoon.
So just get a clean spoon. Don't get a clean ass spoon. What is an ass spoon for anyway?
It's to get up in those hard to reach spots.
Okay. Guys, I'm ending the stream. Have a good night. Vina, have a great night. This looks amazing. The one thing I'm wondering if y'all opinions on this, would you want the gold armor parts on the back and the stomach and the shoulders to match kind of this lighter gold here, or like the orangish red gradient on the logo, or to stay that color?
Personally, I like the difference in colors versus being all the same color of something, because then you have these contrasting colors that make it pop better.
Yeah, well, because I mean, regardless, this looks fantastic.
It does. I just realized when I got down here and I looked at the extra, I had the extra Muse set up where it should be able to record and everything. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, I left the thing upstairs. I'm not commenting, Chris, and I'm not going to highlight your comment. Different colors make it pop.
Oh, geez. Okay.
The goal is from the reference to Napa. Yeah.
Alien warrior fighting shirt.
So we have three scripts actually I want to work on. I just need to pull up the third script. Unless I have it over here. No, I don't. Okay. I have three scripts I want to go over. One of them is less of a script and one that we kind of talked about possibly doing tonight, like doing a little bit of improv with it. But I realized because it's a back and forth sketch, we can't do full improv. We can kind of sit here and like hash it out is what we're going to have to do.
I'm getting the schedule first, so hold on.
You're good. I'm trying to find. There it is. Fucking cats shedding. By the way, I love my mouse except for when my cats shed. Because then it makes things more difficult. I moved down. Started glitching after you shared the website on your page. When it came back, glitching reloaded. I don't know why. So there's the three scripts. One of which we're working on. The idea of Batman versus All for One. I asked my kiddo and their friends what they would like to see, and they agree. They kind of like the whole the being able to see everyone. But they were like, I would rather see, if it was the first video, I'd rather see Batman versus All for One if it was the first video to come across my feed. I was like, all right, because they're fans of it. Like Raven isn't a fan of My Hero Academia. They're more of a passing, where their friends are like really into it. For those who don't know, Raven plays a big part in like my editing and stuff because they hang out with me quite a lot with it. And they'll look at something And then be like, I don't really like that. I'm like, what do you mean you don't like it? And we'll have a discussion. It's really nice. There are times where I was like, no, I'm keeping this. But they're also learning like different aspects of editing, and we got to get their main computer up and running. I got to figure out what's wrong with it. So, Batman versus All for One is something that we want to do. They've done a Batman versus Deadpool. Predators versus Spider-Man. Goofy is Venom. Now, the Goofy is Venom I want to work on first because it's almost done. And I'm going to show you guys that script. Chris is busy
I'm getting this scheduled right now.
getting scheduled. And by the way, Chris, I don't know if you heard, but I figured out what happened and the reason why a video didn't happen. It's because you gave me a couple cameos to work on, and then we wind up not working on one of them and working on one of them. And then on top of that, we had scrapped the Predators versus Spider-Man until we could come back to it.
Yep.
And then I was writing other scripts and trying to do other ideas while doing all my doctor's appointments and everything, and just went right over. Fucking just got too busy in real life on top of managing the other stuff. All right, but we have the Indian. I don't know if you got to had a chance to read the comments yet. Well, wait.
I haven't. Give me. I'm just getting this done. I apologize.
You're good. I need to go to Twitch unless we've got an admin on Twitch that can take care of that. Where is my? That's not Twitch. What the heck is this? You don't belong there. I'm not doing that this year. Not worried about upstream right now. Oh, that's not great. Okay. I don't know why I got logged out. Or
Logged out of what?
Not logged out. Closed out. I had the Twitch
Oh, okay.
and tab open. I keep it open usually. How do I?
Holy God, that itches.
Suspicious user, ban evasion, monitoring. Count created that. Spam. Next. Spam. Next. Submit report and block. Close. There we go. I did. I did. I wanted to report them first. Call me class. I wanted to report them first. They had already been on a monitoring thing because they've just been barely created. And that's the problem, is that like that's just a continuous thing, and I don't have an easy way to just go bam. We are goofed them. Goof them. Time to reject reality and substitute your.
Twitch just said that they determined that a violation of their terms of service occurred. Thank you for using the reporting tool to make Twitch a safer place.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did we do? We didn't do nothing. That was literally just the report I just did. That was fast. That was so fast.
Which means you know it wasn't a human. It was just a machine.
Yep. Well, it was also the fact that the bot account was already being monitored and was already in the process of possibly being banned. So they probably went to a bunch of streams and got a bunch of different reports.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Because when I went to go look at it, it literally said that info of like monitoring, ban, possible spam.
All right, this is scheduled for tomorrow.
We did that. William, that's part of the main series.
What if Stitch is Thor? Look up Stitch is Thor on YouTube. What if Stitch is Thor? That's part of the main series. There's an 8-minute video for you to enjoy. I wanted to do the 1-minute version that exists too. But it leads off on a pretty big cliffhanger. Yeah, the biggest issue is and one of the things I'm going to avoid this run is the fact that when I post part of the Stitch series that's part of the longer one, I usually do like the teaser, and then as of late it's been like a month or two before I get the rest of that down. And even though the next part does okay when it's split up, it just never gets that original audience to see it again. And that's been the problem. Unless you're a hardcore fan, you're not watching that, which, we're still getting 100,000 views on those videos, but the longer videos are much lower because it's just our hardcore fans. 30,000 people isn't anything to I wonder if we can turn all 30,000 into. I just had a thought of like, we got a hardcore fan base of 30 to 40,000 strong easily that go through and try to watch our videos as many times as they can. That's the audience that we need to hit and be like, hey, want to give us a buck? Twitch doing mass reports doesn't surprise you. William, you do not need to sulk. It's okay. It really is. The algorithm does what the algorithm wants. Sometimes it's really beneficial to us. Other times we are at its mercy. And it's most of the time at its mercy. I did a video with Carmen Sandiego way back in the day. I would love to do another one, but here's the problem. Which Carmen? Everyone has one that they prefer. Carmen Sandiego is still Carmen Sandiego no matter what. But I have played the games. I've watched a couple of the different shows that are available. The Carmen Sandiego that I like the most is honestly the most recent show that I watched with my kids. I think they had like 3 seasons to that. And they show her being like this original assassin to hero-esque journey thing. And I thought that was beautiful. I love how they did that. Honestly, if I took a call with Lego Batman, I'm going to be asking why he didn't put his parents back together.
We already did that video.
I know. Well, you didn't do that exact video. You did the Nappa calling it out, and I think that worked out beautifully. Would have loved if you did the full joke of like, don't you know he was 7 when that happened? What's that got to do with anything? The set was for 8 and up. I love that joke. That was such a good joke. What if there was a way to get all the Carmens in the same room? I don't know. Chris.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep. I'm looking at it.
All right. Let me do this at 150, not 200. Oopsie. So I think Chris is reading the notes of what I put and thinking about the things. And of course, I changed things up based on some of his other notes. This start currently for all of you looking, needs work, because when I was writing it, I had a nice flow, and then I got interrupted by kids and everyone else in the house. Literally at the like, Raven, Tobias, and my spouse were all like, hey, I need your attention. And I was like, okay, I'm up here so I can spend time and be in the sun. But I also need to do a little bit of work. This is just something I got to get used to. So when I went back, I wound up changing a bunch of things. And then I didn't look or read through the script all the way through outside of like a quick glance to be like, okay, yeah, this works. And so when he brought it up, I was like, oh, shit. I need to fix that start. And my idea is combining the lines to something along the lines of, Donald, calm down and explain what you mean by Goofy ate Mickey. Right? We would lose out on Donald going, however you want to do the Donald voice. He tried to eat me. I can't do the Donald voice. That's one of those voices I just can't do.
What, Donald?
Yeah. I can't fucking do it. Like, I know some people will pinch their cheek, and I can't pinch my cheek. I don't have pinchable cheeks.
Yeah, I
Do
can't do
tune
that.
physics apply to the script? Yes and no. You guys will see it in a moment. So we're gonna fix this starting. That's what we need to fix. And I'm Chris. I'm kind of open to whatever you want. And then I had
Oh my god.
you got it?
No, I just had a sorry. I went on a complete mental tangent because of this comment from Irving. And so I had to look up to see if Godzilla was bigger than the biggest dragon from Game of Thrones. And yes, he is. And so I've got an idea of how to do a House of the Dragon video. Anyway, sorry. I'm gonna make a note for myself and then ignore it. Sorry.
Jeremy, we're gonna have this is one of those where we will have Popo do the voice because he's able to do the goofy venomous thing really well. And yes, I have heard the voice, but like he's able to do spot on goofy and he's able to do a venom-esque voice. And if he does both of those and then he just sends them to me, I can layer them. I don't know if he can do a Donald, but I do know Jocelyn can.
Irving, just so I can be sure, I love that idea. I'm in a thing on TikTok right now called the Branded Buzz Contest, where you need to make a video about House of the Dragon. Taking this idea instead, just the people from House of the Dragon calling in to claim that Balerion, the Dread, the largest dragon that ever lived, is back, only to find out that it's not Balerion, it's Godzilla, who's even bigger than that is. I'm gonna take that idea and run with it and do that, but not tonight. All right, let me.
One second. I got a notification.
Sorry.
I had a notification.
That was just me.
Right. Oh, okay. What the hell? Where's our little here it is. So for these lines, what do you think about combining them into the one line? Donald, calm down and explain what you mean by Goofy ate Mickey. We get rid of Donald's first line.
Yes. No, that is a great first line.
Okay. And like I was saying, that's probably what I would have originally done. But with the way I wrote it. Oh well. And then the second line, oh, you're messing with things. Since the hearts, you mentioned he bonded with the Venom symbiote. One, I'm not going to know that right off the bat, and that is because the Heartless are very similar to how a symbiote reacts and looks at the start.
Okay.
Like it's more gooey than anything, mind you.
Heartless is from Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Levi's saying like we would need to, figure out like Donald's proper next line and whatnot before we do this.
Okay.
But Donald, the Heartless don't eat people like that. At least I know Heartless. I know Heartless. Whatever that was, it wasn't Heartless. I could hear Goofy, but it wasn't only Goofy. Next thing I know, he just snapped, bit Mickey in half, and I think I'm on the menu now. I feel like that line could be a little bit less.
It could be shorter, but real quick, what were you trying to write here? Because it doesn't make sense. He touched this black goo that looks like a Heartless, and next thing, poor Mickey in half. What was that supposed to be?
Next thing, he ate he bit poor Mickey in half.
Okay. Next thing I knew, he bit poor Mickey in half. Okay. Just trying to. I didn't want to assume I knew something like that, but I didn't want. I want to make sure.
No, you're good. My brain during those moments, and like I said, I didn't reread it thoroughly enough. It was a first draft, and I just kind of sent it your way.
Lost Angel. I've never heard of M on Quick.
So we need to figure out the next couple lines / a way to make it so that like I know, and that leads into well maybe actually cast heal faster next time. Look, if Goofy's trying to eat everyone, maybe you weren't as good as friends. That still applies.
Yeah. So this
That
line
line's
here,
still good.
this works. So just hold on a second here. This works.
So then I need a line afterward.
Just hold on.
Oh, that works as it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go through it. You be Donald, okay?
Just hold on.
All right. You can actually just go get rid of it wasn't. Just go, but I could hear Goofy, only it wasn't Goofy. And you can do that. I know it wasn't a Heartless thing.
We already said a bit making half. That's not needed.
Yeah, we don't need to.
So this line here,
That still works really well. That's a huge reference to it's fucking Donald does not heal fast enough in the game, so it's a huge reference. It's a huge one. If you've ever been a fan or played Kingdom Hearts, that reference will hit.
hold on a second.
But I do agree it needs a little bit of work, the whole line.
Sure.
And
Well,
we
I got
have
it.
a 70-inch plasma screen. Buy my merch. I can't do that. I can't fucking do it today. I have to practice his lines. I have to practice Alucard's deep voice a bit more because I can sometimes get down there, but keeping it's hard for me. Something for your notes later. Sometimes you say stuff, but I was just thinking about the Tom and Jerry where you two wake up as Tom. I have an idea. I had the same thing where last night I had an idea for a Christmas special while he's kind of thinking around with the sketch here. And it needed to be us getting transformed into like quote unquote claymations. We're not going to do traditional claymation. That takes too long. Turning into claymation. And doing like a 1 to 2 minute skit for that. And I would love to block it out and have enough of advance notice that we can work on it, from July onward and have a Christmas sketch ready months in advance. We are getting large enough to the point where that needs to be a thing where we're doing more scripts. Like I got a personal goal that I'm working on about how much writing I'm doing. And I'm trying to get more into writing again. Chris and I talked about doing more improv next month. And kind of finding a good balance in that because I need to do more improv too. Which is why I'm also going to be making the Kevin video as an improv. I'm just going to make sure all my notes are in line when I go to do it. So I have an outline of what I want to do and kind of work into it. That's more so I don't screw up our own lore.
If you're okay with me doing this,
What's up?
I added a comment. I don't think you're. I don't think you can see him though.
No. Why can't I see the comment?
Because I got to hit the comment button. Hold on. There you go. So hit show more. So your line becomes, well, if you'd bother to heal with any sense of urgency, maybe you could have helped him. What's going on now? And Donald says, I think he wants to eat me next.
I like that.
And then,
I like that. That's a
And then
bigger
moving on.
call out.
Yep.
That's a much better call out. Let's do that.
All right.
Change it to that. It adds a couple lines. That's not a big deal. And then he
Okay.
gets to just do the quacking noises that he does. And yes, exactly, like a classic Rudolph Frosty movie. I love the idea. And that particular motion is very unique, and that's exactly what I was thinking of. And if you do it right and you call it out of like, maybe one of the characters absolutely hates being in that style. John would absolutely hate that style, or maybe absolutely love it. One of the two. I feel like Levi would be like, this again. Nappa, it's a toss up. Here's a question, Chris. Do you like the old school Frosty the Snowman as claymation style?
Not really.
Not really. So would your character, what do you think? I think this would be hilarious if John absolutely would love to turn, like he got turned into it and would absolutely love it, and Nappa absolutely hate it, because when you think about the characters, you're going to assume that Nappa would love it and John would hate it, and having that swapped would be one of the
claymation characters.
About being turned into claymation characters, specifically like the Rudolph versions, like the Rudolph old school versions where you have that movement type thing.
I find that hard to watch.
There are a lot of parodies and stuff that do that kind of thing here and there.
That said, Robot Chicken's the same fucking animation, and I love that. So
yeah. So I think if we did that, and made that call out of like Nappa, who is an anime character who moves smoothly, absolutely no. I think Nappa hating it because he would go from being a live action anime character that moves super smoothly most of the time to even like the animations that we've done, he still moves better than a claymation. To claymation style would be hilarious of him going, I hate this. This does not, this feels wrong. This feels wrong. I love the idea of Levi being nonchalant about it. Being alive long enough just simply means, it's another day. And then John absolutely loving it for whatever reason.
What do you think about this? What about that? This is the line. So you go, hey, John, we need to add Goofy to the villain list. And I go, good one. Add Goofy as a villain. John, he ate Mickey. And I go, I don't know what kind of prank you're trying to... Wait, what?
I like that. I like that. Specifically, he's an outdoor dog. I just didn't know if you wanted to specify that or not.
No, he lives in a house. Goofy lives in a house. Pluto's an outdoor dog.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no, he has a house. I feel like you would adding in a stutter in the script. For the record, I'm usually not a fan of adding a stutter in the script for the same reason most writers don't like adding it in, outside of like a periodic one, and that is because it feels fake. But this sounds like something you would stutter over.
Hopefully over a shared love of Peking duck. It's actually,
and when I hear and like knowing how you do your stuttering, you would probably over a shared love of Peking duck, like in the hopeful manner, mind you. I agree. I think it would be hilarious for Napa to absolutely go, this is wrong, this is wrong, I hate this, I hate this. Does the no chocolate rule apply? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I don't need this anymore.
Why not?
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't know why I did that. Where does the bet? We didn't bet. I didn't like the line where the bet was in there got taken out because it was like a 60-70% chance. Yeah, there we go. That works. Damn, should have made this into a bet.
No, don't end it here.
Yeah, no, that was before I made a bunch of these changes here. I just didn't delete that yet.
Okay. Goof 'em. I heard you ate Mickey.
This doesn't make sense. You're okay. So you're what's going on? You don't need that anymore. It'd be you're eating your friends. What's with that? Just going right to that. You don't need. I wouldn't even say okay. I would just do the so.
Yep.
And the only reason the M exists here was so that you could see the comment still. And that's just me commenting. I'm like, I like your direction of where you went. But it was just like less is more type of thing.
Hold on.
I would drag out Goofy instead of so. And that's just because oh no, you got rid of the so in a different area. Never mind.
So Goofy. So Goofy, you know you can influence Venom, right? What's with eating your friends?
That line fucking hits way better now. You honestly don't even need the sounded good. It just straight to Levi going, we need a
Disney buffet. I can't even do it. Yuck. Disney buffet with all the trimmings. Yeah.
And then you just going straight to Levi. We need to separate them now.
Okay, let's read this. I'll do Donald, and then
I'll switch to Goof 'em once it's once my parts once we get.
All right, go for it.
Donald, calm down and explain by what you mean by Goofy ate Mickey.
I can't do the voice talking.
Don't bother the voice.
He touched this black goo that looked like a heartless, and next thing I knew, he bit poor Mickey in half.
Donald, I don't need his name a second time. Sorry.
You're good.
The heartless don't eat people like that, at least.
So I could hear Goofy just, it wasn't only Goofy. And next thing I know, he just snapped. And poor Mickey, I tried to heal him.
Well, if you bother to heal any sense of urgency whatsoever, maybe you could have helped him. What's going on now?
I think he wants to eat me next.
I don't like the what's going on now. Need to make a quick note. That I apologize. Donald, if Goofy's trying to eat you too, maybe you weren't as good as friends with him as you thought you were. How dare you? You know what? I hope Goofy does eat you. Hey, John, we need to add Goofy to the villain list, by the way.
Good one. That's Goofy.
John, he ate Mickey.
I don't know what kind of prank that you're trying to. Wait, what?
And currently trying to eat Donald.
And is trying to. Yeah. Well, I mean, he is a dog. Does he have rabies or?
No, I'm pretty sure he and Venom bonded.
Bonded over a shared love of Peking duck?
You wish. Ring, ring.
It's Venom.
Damn, I should have made this into a bet.
Hey, Venom.
We are Goofum.
Okay, this is a cursed combo. Okay, Goofum, I heard you ate Mickey.
Needed salt, but should have tried to cook him. Should have tried to cook him, but we were hungry.
Should have tried him cooked.
Should have tried him cooked. Ugh, yeah, sorry.
But we were hungry. So, Goofy, you know you can influence Venom, right? What's with eating your friends?
Disney buffet with all the trimmings.
We need to separate them now.
That makes the damn. I should have made this into a bet. Even a much better line with that ending.
So this line right here
needs a bit of work, and then this line right here with the what's going on needs a little bit of work.
How about this? Hold on. Scroll back up.
Oh. Well, if you bothered to heal with any sense of urgency whatsoever, maybe you could have helped him. Has Goofy done anything else I should know about? Donald, if Goofy's trying to eat you too, maybe you weren't as good as friends with him as you thought you were. How? Jared, yeah, I like that. I like that.
So let's get those lines to Popo.
Didn't we need to? What's the other line that you were working on? The Cookum line. Where'd that go? Right here. They needed salt, but we were hungry.
No.
We should just do we needed salt, but we were hungry. Instead of trying to force in the cooking line.
How about just needed salt?
Yeah, just needed salt. Less is more.
So, okay, Goofum, I heard you ate Mickey.
Needed
and then,
salt.
Yeah. Needed salt.
So that's where John needs to change the way he's speaking to a little bit of urgency, trying to speak directly to Goofy.
So, Goofy? Goofum? You know you can influence Venom, right? What's with eating your friends?
Disney buffet with all the trimmings.
Bear with me for a second. You ever craved a Disney buffet with all the trimmings?
At that point, you're setting up a secondary line. Versus it being a sentence as a statement of fact. You're setting it up as a question. And while, yes, you could still turn over to me and have that line, you're setting it up for a continuation. Oh, my God. That's what it needs to be.
What?
It can't
Oh, the
be that now
turducken?
because he's already but Disney version of turducken. Uh oh no. I know how to do it. Hold on. I need to be concerned.
Are you muted right now?
Yeah. Instead of were you muted?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Hold on.
I think the sounds good.
Yeah.
And then John having the oops line fits better. I just the shit. The first time we have a cuss word in here.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, let's give it one read over.
All right.
Donald, come down and explain by what you mean by Goofy ate Mickey.
He touched this black goo that looks like a heartless. The next thing I knew, he bit poor Mickey in half.
The heartless don't eat people. Like that, at least.
So I could hear Goofy. Just it wasn't only Goofy. And next thing I knew, he just snapped. And poor Mickey. I tried to heal him.
Well, if you bothered to heal with any sense of urgency whatsoever, maybe you could have helped him. Has Goofy done anything else I should know about?
I think he wants to eat me next.
Oh, if Goofy's trying to eat you too, maybe you weren't as good of friends with him as you thought you were. How dare you? You know what? I hope Goofy does eat you. Hey, John. We need to add Goofy to the villain list, by the way.
Good one. Add Goofy as a villain.
John, he ate Mickey.
I don't know what kind of prank you're trying to. Wait. What?
And is trying to eat Donald.
I mean, he is a dog. Does he have rabies or?
No, I'm pretty sure he and Venom bonded.
Bonded over a shared love of Peking duck.
You wish.
Bing ring. It's Venom.
Damn, should have turned it into a bet.
Hey, Venom.
We are Goofum.
Okay, this is a cursed combo. Okay, Goofum. I heard you ate Mickey.
Yeah, needed salt.
So Goofum, you know you can influence Venom, right? What's with eating your friends?
Disney buffet with all the trimmings.
Okay, we need to separate them before he learns what a turducken is.
Are you muted right now? Sounds delicious.
Shit.
That's good. The only thing I need to fix is this right here. This is a cursed combo. You mute this is a cursed combo. Do you want to look at the camera when you say that or no? No fourth wall break.
We totally can. We totally. I can totally go. This is a cursed combo.
mutes. North wall. Okay. Oh, sorry.
All good.
Alrighty. Levi, need a duck I can do. I don't know if you want to send it to you when you're live. I mean, if you like, if you think that you can do a good Donald, you can send it on the Discord and do a Donald line. I don't care. I don't mean I don't care as in like don't do it. I mean like go for it. We had already tested the lines for Goofum with the 2 voice actors that we know that could do Goofy-esque. I know Jocelyn can do Goofy. I don't know if Popo can do not Goofy. Donald. I don't know if Popo can do Donald, and I don't remember how good Jocelyn's Donald is because he hasn't done Donald in a bit.
Can you do Donald Duck's voice? Question mark. I almost wrote, "Can you do Donald Duck?" and he would have responded with, "Well, probably." Carefully.
So I'm gonna give him one of Donald's lines to kind of see how it would sound.
No, he cannot do Donald. He's still learning how.
Okay. I know Jocelyn can do him a little bit, but I don't remember how well it is. I know the first time he did Donald for me, it was really good, but he had been doing a bunch of Disney voices at that time. And yeah, don't worry, we'll have subtitles. And part of the fun of the subtitles is during Donald's ranting, which I'll probably
it's putting a whole fucking paragraph in there.
And it's not even no. It would be not going to translate this. Or too sensitive for anyone's eye, too sensitive for eyes to translate.
Understood,
Something
comma.
like that.
It's a real niche voice.
It is. It's a very specific.
We've just about got finished Goofy / Venom lines for you.
Kind of like that. But I can't fucking talk doing that. Yeah. There we go. I can't fucking do it.
No,
I can do the sound. I can do the sound, but I can't fucking go beyond that. YouTube. I can't do YouTube because of the other stuff. But I was like, this type of language would violate terms of services or something like that. We'll figure it out. I'll probably go live to edit it. We need to get the voicing. All right. Do you have it in you to work on another the Batman versus All for One right now or no?
Do you have anything written up yet?
The only thing I have written up is what you commented with Villain Side for John, Levi for Flavor. At first, I wanted to do this live, kind of like improv style, where we just kind of shoot ideas back and forth, maybe pretend to be taking the call and pop in, like we've done for some other stuff here and there, and then we write it out, so it's a little bit more solid. So Villain Side with John, Levi for Flavor. John asked Levi of Knuckle Duster. So that would be you doing an improv, stopping for a moment. Hey, Levi, do you know anything about Knuckle Duster? Me doing an improv line, back and forth type of deal. For reference, that's kind of how fucking Deadpool happened, by the way. We had an outline for a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
As you guys know, we went through like 4 different scripts, and eventually we were like side by side live type thing because we were just learning how to do a bunch of this stuff. And we just kind of like, we wound up riffing a little bit and we wound up coming up with some really good stuff. And we've done this a few different times. Oh, there goes monetization. Disney is not a lot of type of language. With having John say shit. Oh, that's a perfect. That's actually perfect. Because having John say shit means that whatever Donald said was so bad that not even that would have. We can do villain support has this type of language, but like since it's a Disney character, like what's up?
In terms of improvising,
So you're talking with My Hero Academia's All for One, is what it was.
yeah.
And originally you had the idea of warning him about Batman, but we should build up to the Batman thing.
Oh, totally.
Thinking it's Knuckle Dusters. So if you look at Knuckle Dusters, he's a well-built, got his fucking mask on. He looks Batman-esque. Or Deadpool if Deadpool was skinnier. But he's not blind. One of these days I gotta hang up the poster. But I gotta get some wood to make a frame for it. Whiteware, I've played around with that type of style in our videos, and it's been more negative responses than positive. It's not that it hasn't helped or hurt the video. There's like analytic wise, it's kind of a moot point. It doesn't help or hurt, but comment wise, people just didn't respond as well unless it was just like a GIF. But switching to the full thing, it's been a hit and miss. And I just know switching to the clip, full on clip of him saying this, or even having it below me saying language and then doing a fourth wall break, it just doesn't fit. The fourth wall break in the Goofum sketch needs to be John hearing Goofum's voice, that cursed voice, and staring right at this is a cursed combo. And just to let people know, this sketch is going to lead to a fun thing that I still need to work on. But I want to get the sketch filmed and edited and set.
What we'd love to do, from what we've talked about, and Levi may change it out because it is Stitch video, is Goofum goes off into the greater Disney universe and encounters Stitch, and the Venom symbiote decides Stitch is a much better host.
I have no problem actually doing it because I would just make it part of the standalone series.
Yeah, and just abandons Goofy.
Yeah.
The same way that in Naruto, the shark guy from Akatsuki had that, his sword that eats chakra, abandoned him for Killer Bee.
Yeah. Sinopa, Chris gave me a little bit of info. He's going to probably talk to me a bit more when the live's done.
Yep. So as an announcement, everybody, just so y'all know, Sinopa Publishing, you've seen them in here once in a while. Next week, starting on Thursday, I believe, the 25th, they are going to be sponsoring the channel for a week to promote Kickstarter for comics from one of their artists. So you'll see kind of like an ad read type thing at the end of each video that week, because they're sponsoring it, and the goal is to get 300 or more backers for the program. So, sorry, it's an art print. I apologize, not a comic, an art print.
No, is it? Oh yeah, just an art print. So
yeah.
made by the same person who did that.
That's what we're going to be promoting next week. So when that becomes available, we'll start promoting that and sharing the link, and would love it if people would jump on there and support it so we can try to hit or exceed that goal of 300 backers.
That one. But a safe for work version.
Yeah.
I got to fix my camera.
Oh, excuse me. Ow.
And they'll offer comics as well. And what sucks about the move is that I'm not 100% sure where the comics that you sent me currently are, because I was going to pull them out and reread them. I don't know where they're at. Like, you would think after a year I would have gotten to that, but a lot of my boxes got shoved into a corner if they weren't necessary. And I think it's in one of those. And I finally have an area to display my comics. That was one of the main things, is because I lost a lot of furniture. I didn't have a place to put a lot of stuff. And so a lot of stuff hasn't come out of boxes. Same thing with the kids. The kids still have some stuff in boxes. Because we just didn't have a place to put them. And it wasn't something I was concentrating or figuring out. It was just one of those things of when I created the space or had the furniture for it, then we would do it. And because we were trying to get a lot of stuff, decent used furniture versus buying brand new, it's just taken a long time. We should have prints straight from the print shop on the 25th or 26th. That's going to be really cool. And I'll have to go out and I'll have to grab a new thing. I'll grab some more picture frames. And this one fell. My little backing fell on it. What I get for using tape. I'm gonna reach out, let him know I sent him a message on. It's good. So he already said no.
Who said no?
Sent you. Popo. Sent him a message on Discord or Instagram too. Dude, that would be cool. That'd be really awesome because I would buy that as a metal one. I would totally buy that as a metal print. What I can do is I can give you the same line that I gave our other voice actor. I'll put that in the voice acting challenge area. If somebody thinks that they can do a Donald voice, this is your shot. I'll do an open call. I should probably create a...
Because the Batman versus My Hero Academia is going to go back and forth, right? And you're wanting to do this as primarily improvised.
We're gonna be live here. I would say if you can set up we're gonna have to do fresh recordings if we record it. So there's not much point in recording because you're gonna hear, like, otherwise we have to have our headsets on. Right. And I don't think Levi's doesn't need his headset on for this.
Because are you gonna be talking to Batman at all?
I don't think we have that written down. And then Levi Moore, as we get into it, it was maybe a call with Bats to confirm. That's where I could reach for my headset and be like, I can confirm that type of thing. This is for everyone here, this is us playing around with it, see how it would go. And John's good enough. Plus we're recording. Plus we're live, so we can always reference our recording, our live recording. Let me do this real quick though.
Because I have like a full blown idea. I'm gonna try to record that right now.
Oh, just fucking go for it. Like if you tell me my name, I'll just start talking.
Well, I'm gonna meet you on this end. So
okay.
Got to get the phone connected to the camera. Come on, you piece of shit! Hurry up. Are you sure you're fighting Knuckle Duster? Because I'm 99% sure you. Are you sure you're fighting Knuckle Duster? Because you stole his quirk. How would he have gotten it back? Because you still have it. You gave it to number 6. Would he have got? Still, he doesn't have a way to transfer quirks, so his mask looks different. It's just what? It's just like a bandana tied around his head. Pointy ears. Is he wearing a cape? Does he talk like this? Can you hold on a second? Levi, can you check and make sure that Batman's not in My Hero Academia, please?
What? There's no way.
All for One's fighting who he says insists is Knuckle Duster, but Knuckle Duster is quirkless and isn't going to keep up with him.
Oh no, he could
He's
definitely.
got an answer for everything that All for One throws at him.
That definitely.
And he
does
has
sound like
pointy
that.
ears on his mask. That screams Batman to me.
I'll give him a call.
Back. He's checking. Hold on.
Hey, Batman, are you? What do you mean you're busy? You did. Are you fighting a big guy with a lot of? Take a guess.
Is this the first time you fought him?
I can do a little. We need to do a
You
little
fought
bit.
him yet? Okay. If
That's
you
more
fought
of
him
a
yesterday and it is Batman,
That's
he's
not
had
much of a
24
fight.
hours to prepare to fight you, which means you're not going to win. I don't care what quirks you use. You give Batman prep time, you lose. I didn't warn you about him because A, you didn't call me yesterday to say you were fighting someone who's not freaking Knuckle Duster. And secondly, I didn't know Batman was there. This is not my fault.
It's 80 degrees
This is
down
just like the
outside.
time you went
It's
after
a bit rainy
Gohan
here.
when I told you not to.
I had the door open too.
Stop
instead of
doing
closed.
stupid shit.
That works. Did you record that?
Yes.
That works very well. Riff, let's pull that back up and let's see what my lines would be. My lines when I improv them, because I don't really know where to go with this. It's more of a confirmation thing, and so my lines are not a
And we
whole
can
lot. I
cut
don't.
back and forth. My whole thing was because I was reading up on Knuckle Duster specifically and his quirk.
Yeah.
And so All for One gave his quirk to someone else.
So let's pull up your thing in CapCut.
I'm
Take a look
putting,
at where
I'm putting on Dropbox for you right now. So because
Oh, okay.
you're the one that's got to work with it. So
You're the one who's gonna. I was gonna say, like, in case we wanted you to have a couple more parts.
not my fucking problem anymore. It's gonna be a second for it to upload and then I'll shoot it over. Oh,
Okay.
I gotta.
For anyone wondering why I keep paintbrushes near my computers, it's because I can use them to clean my keyboards. I just turn off my keyboard and everything.
My
Really wanna get into
freaking my Dropbox on my phone has gotten insanely slow. I don't know why, but it takes a good minute or two for it to like start uploading. But once it starts uploading, it's like fast. But I thought you were doing a sarcastic clap at first, and I was like, "What the hell?"
No, it's me messing with this. It also is because of the arthritis in my hands. Sometimes like pressure and the slapping in
I'm sure it
specific
feels
areas.
great.
Yeah. Back of hand, not so much.
It is on Dropbox.
Cool.
Now.
All right. So I'm gonna.
You still need
I watched it become available.
Do you still okay? So you don't need the auth link.
No, I didn't realize I had added way back in the day the auth on my authenticator, so I can log in to Dropbox without an issue. Which I would argue is like the one I need the most access to without having to wait for you. What are you doing?
Popo's figured out how to make
I'm still working on trying to make
Donald sneeze. That's all he can do so far. He's actively working on the voice. Here, hold on.
Oh, my
Hold on.
CapCut decided that it wanted to die.
I've been trying to figure out how to do Donald Duck for a while, and so far, all I've been able to manage is making him sneeze. I can't figure out the consonant sounds for my life, but you know. That's it. I'm still working on trying to make him sing the alphabet.
That's way better than mine.
Better than mine. I can't. Oh, wow. Oh, why am I... Is CapCut really having that much trouble? Okay, CapCut is not my friend today on this computer for some reason. So, oh, my whole computer is having a fit. No, this is the worst time to decide to have a fit. All right, well, I'm trying to fix my computer. Do you want to pull it up on yours?
Yeah.
I could show you, maybe, but it's like things are just not responding. Is it gonna let me? Okay, now it's not even letting me. Okay, there it goes. Is it gonna let me share the screen? Did it share it, or is it? Well, it's saying it's shared, but I'm not seeing it pop up over here. I'm not. God, that's laggy. Look at the. It did.
Oh dang.
I'm trying to currently close it so that I can do things. I
You're
might
trying to
have.
close it. Okay.
Yeah, because it wasn't responding to opening. I was like, okay, let me manually try to close it out, and it's not even wanting to do that. So, stop trying to cancel. Stop trying to report it to Microsoft and just close the program. Anyways, let me know when you're. Some days. Listen to yours. All right, I'll listen to yours. Oh, updating the role reacting and letting.
Play that first before I do this. So.
Yeah. Levi, I thought you said I can't. Oh, you sent it as a private message. All right. So I can't share.
Later, call me, Klaus. Have a great night.
Wow, my computer is not. Well, you can definitely tell it's Donald, but. It's kind of there, Levi Markin. You can definitely tell it's somebody trying to be Donald versus somebody who sounds like Donald. So you're I would say keep working on it. You're definitely getting there. And currently, yeah. Sounds like John is struggling in a bed. All right. Chris, go ahead and press play.
Are you sure you're fighting Knuckle Duster? Because I'm 99% sure you. Are you sure you? Are you sure you're fighting Knuckle Duster? Because you stole his quirk. How would he have gotten it back? Because you still have it. You gave it to number 6. Would he have got? Still, he doesn't have a way to transfer quirks, so his mask looks different. It's just what? It's just like a bandana tied around his head. Pointy ears. Is he wearing a cape? Does he talk like this? Can you hold on a second? Levi, can you check and make sure that Batman's not in My Hero Academia, please?
What? No, there's no way.
All for One's fighting who he says insists is Knuckle Duster, but Knuckle Duster is quirkless and isn't going to keep up with him.
Well, I would argue that
He's got an answer for every.
I like the idea of me being interrupted while
All for One's fighting who he says insists is Knuckle Duster, but Knuckle Duster is quirkless and isn't going to keep up with him. He's got an answer for everything that All for One throws at him. And he has pointy ears on his mask. That screams Batman to me. Just check.
I didn't hear that part, so that's
Just check.
I like that.
He's checking. Hold on.
Oh, I got you muted. Hold on. Unmute.
I'm gonna leave this clip open, even though there's nothing in it, so you can use it for reactions if you need them.
Yeah.
Is this the first time you fought him? You fought him yet? Okay. If you fought him yesterday and it is Batman, he's had 24 hours to prepare to fight you, which means you're not going to win. I don't care what quirks you use. You give Batman prep time, you lose.
I almost feel that that's the ending right there.
I didn't warn you about it because A, you didn't call me yesterday to say you were fighting someone who's not freaking Knuckle Duster. And secondly, I didn't know Batman was there. This is not my fault. This is just like the time you went after Gohan when I told you not to. Stop doing stupid shit.
And see, I love the whole like stop doing stupid shit line.
Yep.
But part of me I feel
I get
like
it.
that. God.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Back to homepage. And this is
You guys don't need to see all the extra
name.
stuff.
This is
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna discuss what my lines would be. Oh, did it finally close out? It finally closed out. Okay, let me try pulling it up here. Oh, it needs an update. That's why. Oh, that's definitely a reason why. Are we?
I'm uploading this to the CapCut Cloud also, so just so you have the clip with the breaks that I put into it.
Yeah. What's this one? Why is that one? Are we having? All right, I'm just putting this down. All right. I don't think I need with you yelling the way you did. I think that works out perfect. Why can't I fucking
With you yelling the way that you did.
Sorry.
Keep in mind, I haven't run volume, whatever it's called, or
Yeah,
what
I
it's
know.
called. Yeah.
And I'm just having fucking issues. Works on my upstairs computer just fine. I was just barely doing stuff, but for whatever reason, I am having issues with CapCut on this PC today. So that's neither here nor there. And for everyone wondering, I was like, why don't you just switch to another one? I guarantee you it'd be the same thing. It doesn't matter what service you use. Every time there's some type of update, all of them fucking break. It ain't stupid shit. It's your guys' bread and butter. It is.
So that uploaded in one go without telling me it couldn't do it.
That's weird. Can the line read, he touched the black goo that looked like can't get all into one breath? oh, you can't get the line read in one breath. You don't have to. The beauty of editing and line takes is you can break a longer line in a part where they might breathe or something, right? So a longer line, let's pull that up here. He touched this black goo that looked like a heartless. And then you have the, like, that's technically a point where you'd go and, right? But you don't need to have heartless and super fast. You can have a space there. At that point, you can go, I can't fucking do it. I can't fucking do the voice. He touched this black goo that looked like a heartless. Stop. Breathe. Take a moment. And the next thing I knew, he bit poor Mickey in half. And then it's up to me to space that line properly. I have Popo's done it. Jossum's done it. Josh Wee has done it. Every voice actor I've ever worked with that has done this as part of their income has these longer line takes. And what they'll do is they'll break it down sometimes. They'll try if they're capable of doing the line in one go. But if it's a harder line to do, they might do the, and then take a moment, breathe, do the other one. And then I have to fix it so it sounds like one thing. Which I don't mind at all. I used to be able to do all kinds of things. I just can't now. But I sent a message to Jossum. We're going to work on the Batman All for One. I can't fucking do anything with down here.
And it's I'm gonna be honest, I'm wiped.
All right, so we're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna take a break with my kiddo. He's gonna take a break. We also need to discuss Shinopa thing. So I want to thank you guys for joining us. The next video is definitely going to be the Batman versus All for One. I'll get my parts done today, even if I have to go up, edit upstairs and whatnot. I'll figure out what my parts are going to be. Based on what I saw, Chris, I don't think you're going to need to do another. I'll work with it. Good one, guys. Thank you. And remember, take it one breath, one step, one day at a time. I hope you guys remember to eat food, hydrate, and take your meds. I wish you all peace of mind, serenity, abiding spirit, and harmony among others. Until the winds blow your sails our way again, you all have an Acme day.
Have an Acme day is a product of Villain. Having an Acme day will be retroactive to build your account. Have an Acme day.
And have an Acme day simply means that the best day you possibly can have. Bye now.